Good morning. Good morning. We are live on Instagram. Thumbs up. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. And we are live on LinkedIn. I had to think about that then. Welcome back to the Property News Live. This is your breaking newsroom. I've got loads of stories for you this morning. Please do remember you've got to say hi. And please click on that share button if you get good value from the Property Newsroom. I'd love you to share it to your friends. Let's roll the intro. Hi, I'm Rick Gannon. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, we're back. We are live. Now, the Instagram followers don't get to see that because I can't hook it up. I don't know. It's Friday. Where has the week gone? So we are live on Instagram as well today. So first of all, please, what I'd like you to do is make sure you say hello. Tell me where you're watching from. Then we can do the shout outs. Got loads of shout outs coming on Instagram already. We've got loads of people coming in on Facebook. Should we go straight into the shout outs? Then we can do the news. All right, let's do this. Yemi, good morning from Essex. Marlon watching this morning on Facebook from Coventry. Good morning to Adnan from East London. Good morning to Maria watching on YouTube. Good morning to Keely watching from Blythe. Good morning to Jit from Oxford. Good morning to Chowdhury from Bristol. And to Mandy from Manchester and Charlie from Essex. Good morning to Mandy. Good morning to Paz. I can't keep up. Paz from Brighton. Let's go over to Instagram. James, good morning. Jew, good morning, watching from London. Usually join you over on Clubhouse. Excited also. Thank you. Good morning, Christopher. Good morning to The Life Biz from Essex. Good morning to Yvonne and Adi. Hello from Dubai to amazing Dubai. It doesn't say your real name, but good morning. Good morning to Champ Paul. Good morning to Crafty Queen House. And good morning to amazing Dubai, Christopher. Good morning to Adi and good morning to Tomo. That's everybody. I think Daniel's just come in and Yvonne in Muscat. Loads of people watching now on Instagram as well. Right, let's do this. You're here for the news, right? Let's do the news. First up then today, no tax hikes until the economy improves, according to the former Treasury advisor. So next week, the news is going to be full of budget talk. Now, we've got the budget coming up. It's on Wednesday. I'm going to be locked down for the day. Obviously, it's going to be a lot of different things that are going to be happening. And we need to know, really, we need to keep our fingers on the pulse with this. So I'm going to be your source of information on Wednesday. So make sure you're following me. If you're not following me already, click on the follow, okay? My Insta clashes with Clubhouse Morning Coffee. Yeah, but I've always done this. I've been doing this abject for over a year now. I've always done this on Facebook. So what I've done now is just bring it to Insta. So my property newsroom's always been on Facebook. It's been running for over 12 months. It's just always been at the same time. So yeah, that's just the way it is. So the Chancellor Rishi Sunak will almost certainly focus on extending government emergency support rather than introducing tax increases when he delivers the budget next week, according to a former advisor to ex-Tory Chancellor Philip Hammond. There is widespread speculation that a capital gains tax rate increase is likely, along with a hike in corporation tax. According to The Sun, Sunak will likely announce a hike in corporation taxes as much as 25% from 19%, but that will be staged over a number of years, whilst raising capital gains will target second homeowners. A government source has said action needs to be taken now, not in November and not next year, but now. Poppy Trowbridge, who was a special advisor to the now former Chancellor Philip Hammond, says it's currently not the right time for tax rises for families or for businesses. Speaking to BBC Politics Live yesterday, Trowbridge warned that while tax hikes will eventually be needed, now is not the right time. So she's gone on to say that the economy remains totally and utterly closed for the most part right now. And as far as I'm concerned, we are still in emergency measures. So this is not a normal budget. It's not even really Rishi Sunak's budget. That is the Treasury and Sunak team extending emergency measures to get us to the point where the economy can be starting to operate again on its own. She goes on to say, I don't think we will see any tax hikes. It's absolutely not the time to be doing that. I don't think there is any chance of capital gains tax rising. But the Chancellor will strive, as he has done every time he has made a fiscal intervention like this, to signal this remains a Conservative administration, and at some point we will have to look at balancing the books. She added, I think we will hear some tough fiscal talk, signalling perhaps a rise in corporation tax. Nothing near the top end of what's been trailed, but I don't think it'll come into action right away because, again, the economy is in a total freeze. All right, what do you think about that? What are your budget predictions? I've got a couple I'm going to share with you. And I'm going to talk about these over on Clubhouse as well in a little while. I've got some comments coming in. So bring in your budget predictions, all right? Tell me what you think. Now, I think these are just my predictions, just based on my opinion. Number one, we already kind of know that we will see an extension to the stamp duty land tax holiday. That was leaked, wasn't it? It was already leaked last week or the beginning part of this week. So that's number one. I think we're going to see an extension to the stamp duty land tax holiday for another 3 months. My second prediction, a VAT holiday could be extended for leisure and retail to help them recover. I think we're going to see that. Number three, capital gains tax increase. I think we will see up to 48%. I don't think it's going to be quite that high, but that's the talk on the street that it could be. Number five, a further extension to the furlough scheme that will coincide with us coming out of this current period of lockdown. And number six, possible further business rate relief. Now, I do suspect there's going to be some form of tax reform where they're going to kind of amalgamate the elements of tax that we're paying at the moment. And that was a call from the Office of Tax Simplification about 2 weeks ago. So I think we're probably going to see something along those lines as well. Right, what do you think? Paz, I agree with Trowbridge. Stability is key here and businesses shouldn't be made to suffer anymore. Windfall tax sounds interesting and I think capital gains tax will go up. What about wealth tax? Is that what you mean? So we're talking about there's going to be an element of wealth tax that might be introduced into the budget. Let's wait and see. Good morning to Adawu. Thank you for saying hi. Jason saying good morning. Sammy, government always moving the tax goalpost, but they've got to this time, don't they? They've got to. We've got to get back into some kind of normality. Saja coming in on Insta saying, do you not think there will be an increase in corporation tax? Yeah, did I not say that? I think that was the first point. If I didn't, I do apologise. Number 4 on my list, increase of corporation tax is a given. That's what it says on my list. So yeah, if I didn't say that, I must have skipped it over. An absolute increase on corporation tax. That's a given. I will eat my hat live on Facebook if that doesn't come in. It's got to be a given. I absolutely believe that. Sammy's saying that second homeowners are not the problem. Thank you, Sammy. Keep the comments coming in, folks. What do you think? What are your budget predictions for Wednesday? Next on today's news, what should we do? House prices. Apparently, they went up by 8.5% in the end of 2020 amid the tax holiday. Now, this is really confusing because it really does depend on which article you read. Some articles say 6.5%, some say 7.5%. Now, this one, according to the report, is 8.5%. UK house prices climbed 8.5% in 2020, the highest annual growth rate since October 2014, according to the official figures. The average UK house price reached a record high of £252,000 in December 2020, according to the Office of National Statistics. So this is the report that we do have to rely upon. The Northwest had the highest growth of 11.2%, whilst London rose just 3.5%. The stamp duty holiday due to end after the next extension contributed, of course, to this rise. Spending more time at home in the pandemic meant that some people also decided they needed more space, and that was reflected in the average price of detached homes climbing by twice as much as flats and masonettes during 2020. Now, that was up by 10% and 5% respectively. Meanwhile, Wales experienced the fastest growth, with property values rising 10.7% to £184,000. In England, prices climbed 8.5% to £269,000, and in Scotland, 8.4% to £163,000, with Northern Ireland at 5.3% to £148,000. Recent price increases may reflect a range of factors, including pent-up demand, some possible changes in housing preference since the pandemic, and a response to the changes made to property transaction taxes across the regions. Now, the UK housing market is made up of lots of local markets. We do have to understand that, with different factors affecting property prices, such as the performance of schools and the availability of jobs, of course, in the area. The ONS figures are based on sales completions, although average London prices were up by 3.5% over last year. Prices fell in the capital by £5,000 between November and December, despite a UK-wide price increase of 1.2% over that month. But the city still has the highest average house prices in the whole of the UK at £496,000. That was close of play December, according to the Office of National Statistics. The North East continued to have the lowest average price at just £141,000 and has become the final English region to surpass its pre-economic downturn peak of 2007. Lots of stats there. So effectively, the key headliners and takeaways are, according to the Office of National Statistics, it's been released, house prices did go up by 8.5% in 2020. Daniel's saying, what is your take on what will happen to the buyer's market due to stamp duty? Daniel from Insta, I think, in my opinion, the market is going to stay buoyant. I think that because of the crutches that the government have given us, we have been in this massive bubble right now, and it's not going to stop because, of course, the stamp duty land tax holiday is due to be extended, or is extended, and I don't think that's going to change. I think it's going to stay buoyant, certainly for the next quarter for sure. Okay, how are we doing on the comments? So Chris, good morning. Chris is saying on Facebook, possibly an additional tax for larger online retailers to offset longer term high street losses, which will likely take some time to recover. Thank you, Chris. Paz, I agree with Trowbridge, stability is key. Yeah, we've done that one. Any more thoughts on Facebook? You're quiet today. Loads of people watching, loads of people. Where is everybody? Okay, next on today's news, grants. Have you ever been given a grant or an offer to pay for a refurbishment for your property? Because I know I haven't. However, a council says grants of up to £10,000 are available to landlords to refurbish homes, which could ensure vulnerable people in the area have a roof over their head. Wigan Council wants to form a partnership with landlords owning one-bedroom apartments, self-contained flats or studios in the area. Grant funding is available via the Greater Manchester Next Steps accommodation programme to bring the property up to lettable standards. All-inclusive management packages are available via the city's so-called ethical lettings agency with a guaranteed monthly income on offer. Rent to rent. The council are doing rent to rent. If it's good enough for them, it's good enough for us, right? Every long-term empty home in the borough is wasted resource, so we want to work closely with landlords who can support this important need. Now is the perfect opportunity to build on all of the good work that has taken place during the pandemic to help vulnerable people secure a place they can call home. Wigan Council is keen to work with empty homeowners and help them bring their homes back into use with advice and financial assistance for refurbishments if available. Refurbs, grants, Wigan, thumbs up. Agreements to provide properties are needed by March the 31st. You've not got a lot of time if you're investing in Wigan and Greater Manchester. And refurbishment works must be completed with the property handed over by June the 30th. So if you've got any empty homes, have you got any empty homes? We would be here talking if we had any empty homes. But hey, rent to rent from the council, if they're going to endorse it, then it's a step in the right direction. All right, folks, so Instagram, someone's saying, what is my group called? Which group? Abject, which group? I've got a lot. So my group on Facebook is called the HMO Community Group. My Facebook page is where this live goes out. And my group on Clubhouse is called the Property Newsroom. I'm going live on Clubhouse in 15 minutes. We normally get about 200 people in the room. It's quite good. We go to debate. We talk about it. Very similar to this, only on a more interactive level. So any more comments on Facebook? Paz saying, by windfall tax, I mean applying a higher rate tax for those companies which have had a windfall during the lockdown period, e.g. supermarkets. The issue has been raised. Right, good point, Paz. Now that is a point of discussion. Paz, it's a shame you're not on Clubhouse. You need to get on there, come over to Clubhouse to debate this. But yeah, that is a very good point and well raised. Thank you. Maria is saying, I think there will be an increase in capital gains tax and hoping that this will be phased in stages. This capital gain would hit small landlords who are trying to exit the buy-to-let market because of Section 24. It might mean you have to stay, Maria. If it goes up to 48% and incorporate, it might be cheaper to incorporate depending on your structure. Thank you. Chris, possibly, yeah, we've done that one. Awesome. What a great day. What a great morning. It's Friday. Some really great contributions this morning. This is brand new on Insta. If you like this on Instagram now, can you share it, please? I'm doing this live now every morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, and on YouTube. So I've got every platform now that I'm delivering this news feed. It's no fluff here. All we do is give you the information as it happens, get the topical elements going, keeping you bang slap up to date. That's it for today. I'm going to go out and I'm going to go straight over to Clubhouse. If you don't follow me on Clubhouse, my handle is @RickGannon, and I'll see you on the other side. Take care, and no matter what you do today, make sure that you have some fun. All right, take care. Hi, I'm Rick Gannon. Welcome back to my channel.